So I woke up and I put the SIM card from this Mint Mobile phone into this Hot Pepper phone, and I put the Hot Pepper SIM card into my Mint Mobile. And yesterday I had put my computers behind the square thing before there was a number on the scooter, and there was the red and blue on this Nintendo Switch versus the shirt that was in the wall versus my maroon shirt. Uh, versus the blue and black computer versus the blue and black garbage. And today is the 15th, and I woke up after I took the chicken sandwich out of the bag and ate it. And then I put the case wrapper back in the bag before I'm going to finish this Milky Way because I have these on in here for in this bag. The folder used to be in there. And I have the SIM card right here. I put the stuff in this box arranged a certain way. Yesterday was the 14th. And today is the 15th. And I moved this Coke from here to here after I put my keys on the top of the door. And Romy brought it, man. And then she went to her court date. I got home. I put this bag in the garbage. Someone took my water out the fridge. I drank some water. Some of this water after I sat in the hallway yesterday after losing my key. And the maintenance came and brought it up there. And I drank from my Coke can backwards. My Pepsi can. I drank it from it backwards before I went to sleep. And I put my two phone boxes inside of the Nintendo Switch, blue and red. One for my red shirt that I was wearing yesterday when I seen the canary. And then I stood outside of Chase Bank for the second time because I stood outside of Chase Bank and I remember something about the numbers that I had 33, 33, Skokie existence. Swedish existed before people, but since yesterday was the 14th and it was intense when I sat on the porch. When I sat out there, there was something about it being 2014 when I got attacked long before a lot of these places already exist before people. And then I guess that I had numbers about one presidency and two things inside, like a 24 of a 20, and then a 2000 of a 2004. inside of a 3-3 reverse August letter, August name, reverse week number inside of 31, inside of 7, etc., etc., because the Air and Water Show ended at the same time as the Olympics. And then something about three going backwards from 2028 and going forward from 2016. When yesterday was the 14th, and I had looked at my shoes in the hallway. They were black, like the black shoes versus the black the Nintendo Switch versus the blue garbage, and then the red versus the red draw. And then there was times when I stood by the gate because the lady wouldn't answer the door. When I in that when I seen the gate was really squishy, and then when I couldn't get in for a long while, I went for another walk, and there was also something like a gate that reminded me of the place where I had put my 700 PC in the South, because a lot of these places and numbers were linked to days that were already yet to come, with the reality of the distance from it, from each event that was going to come. So when I put my PCs at the thing, there was a breakthrough that I had, and it got deleted because all of a sudden on my blogger page, when I had a big breakthrough, all of a sudden it turned off out of nowhere. And then there was an earthquake today, and I guess it's in Los Angeles, but it says that it was today, but it's light outside in the video, and it says that it's live. But in America, it's only 4 hours apart, so it can't be light outside if it's dark over here. So I guess that people will try to do a conspiracy because when I had 32, there was also year 4 in the 8th month with alphabet, and then numeric with the week inside, and then day to day with the name inside of the week inside of 7, outside of the month with the 9/11 at the end, 9 letters, which could relate to, I think on my Chromebook is where my blogger was, and then on my other computer was my other computer was when I something about my other computer was something about age 33, and then 32 separated from 4 years inside of Swedish before things happened in the 2004, because and then things happened in the 2004, and then there was a set of something with the millennium in kindergarten and preschool that were arranged in a certain arrangement of hospitals and levels from a Sunday school that could relate to the end of the ultimatum of a 32 in this age outside of 2 decades, and then inside of the 7 year would be 2 sets of 32 and 12 by second decade, 13 by first decade would be an outward of 12 years, and then a set that could only be locked in the fourth year. So it was something about something that could only be unlocked in the 4th year when the computer just died, because it was something that when I got this hot pepper phone after I put my computer there, I put my Mint Mobile SIM card in there, and then I still have to eat my potato chips after yesterday when I put the chicken sandwich in the bag. It just so happened to fit in there. And then this is going to be, I transferred all my information from my Mint Mobile return of the AT&T phone after it was in the Horner Park. And then the other phone that I got from the AirTalk was in the Chase before I had put this one up there after my birthday was before my toenails is still there because I had to be careful because they were trying to lock me in the away because I have a 30-day eviction that's related to when I got attacked in 2014. It's the 14th and it's the 15th today. And then it will relate to this year 15 versus age 33, numeral 3 versus last 3, 2028, and first 3 versus 2004. And there was probably some patterns that I don't know, like if it could relate to this on my gateway or this one on my Chrome or this one or how I had my Mint Mobile in here and it was uncharged when I put the thing because I got done with it. And also my tablet was here because when I got on my Blogger file, I could log into there right here and see what other things was going on before that and before I woke up today after I got my hot pepper phone after I sat in the hallway after the red canary and the number on the scooter was before the blue garbage and then the thing that reminded me of the $700 computer before it could relate to when they were saying that when today is the 15th and they were trying to evict me because they claim that when the courtroom was trying to rise against me, they say that the courtroom wasn't already there in 15. Some things already existed, and my 31 age was in the calendar was 2 years ago, and 3.3, one above 4 years 20, and one above 4 years 2000, and one above the millennium that could relate to a combination of Sunday school, and there should be one more evidence of a combination that would be a word in the combination because when my Blogger file stopped, it said that if I go past the page, my content is not saved and it will be erased. So I guess when that information was really so important to me that I went and put my PCs by the train with the box after I slid them under the tree, the square metal, tree stump that puts the public around the tree by the building because when I didn't leave it there because I wanted to put it in a more special place because the address on the place was 4444, and then I didn't put it at the Ravenswood School because I guess I got this water the other day after I got the other one smelled like feet. So when I got My solution should still be here, but I guess when the water was there, I got my solution here because I wanted to have the protein when I add the chocolate milk video. And then I guess that when I had the address, I didn't go to the Ravenswood because they didn't have no sewer holes. So I put it by the place where the construction workers might find it because they might report that the people are trying to evict me because they say that I have a mental illness related to when the police arrested me. I have all my video files on those computers, and I don't want nobody to delete my account and take away my account because it took me a long time to build that. So when I went to sleep, I was thinking of the white girl who was competing with Trinity, and then it was the other lady. She turned into like a goddess, and she had like a ring of a Lord of the Ring, and it was the Cyrus. Before I went to bed, and I went to the 15th. It's also a Thursday. Yesterday was a Wednesday. That would be letters in the number and numbers in the letters, because I guess when it was the 14th, it was double eight. So 3 versus 8 versus 3 versus 4 would be in a different year. I was a different age, but in Los Angeles, I think I had said something about Davis versus the Net and the head shape to start off what I was writing. And then I was watching Gundam Wing before that because it related to the buildings in there. And I said something about how that Gundam existed before a lot of these buildings and places are associated with the time frame, and then the return inside of a box outside of how that area might relate to a time frame that would be inside of it would be inside of a Swedish outside of a 15, because they claim that the numbers that I had today, like it gets a little darker, closer to when I was locked in 2015, would be the 15th today, and then yesterday would be the 14th of the 4th year of the 8th month and number switch inside of a Thursday outside of the number of days before the 4th year, and the first 3 of 20, and then the 4th year of 2004, when boxes are mentioned in the area of the calendar outside of the day number and then the number in letters versus the number in words of arrangement in the alpha of a lot of letters in that side of a calendar would be numbers of the moon inside of a zodiac, because I guess it's the Leo right now, and it's like a line in the sun. But when I go to the 9/11, I guess something about an arrangement could happen of a 22 before the 15th year of the 8th month, and then the age 33 could have one more pattern of a specific combination, which will be the start of this video versus a pattern inside the video. I think I said something about in the text something about ace, a pattern of words, ace, 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 that relate to a collection of a list that gets turned into a different connection, because I have a lot of paste, but this one was specifically so big because there was the missing tag files, there was the missing Google Pixel files, And then there was one more set of missing that could be seen in my text. And because when I went to sleep, there was a lot of days before yesterday, and there was a lot of Augusts before today. But in the fourth year, it would relate to number three, and then in a different year, it might relate to a different decade inside of a decade inside of a week of 4 days, and a 365 name inside of a month versus number of letters, and then name 911, and then name outside of the day number individual versus the number of letters in that versus the week number, and then the month number without the name month name in a list of uh, outside of a different number of years when the 22nd was already being approached by yesterday, which was after whatever account was on my when I received my essay tablet after 2017. When I something about 2017 was in the 33. Also, something about three go back to 2017 and three go back to age 16. Something about like a Curry, Colorado mentioned last after three basketball sets would be in a bracket of something about someone mentioned in a frame of Facebook or in a frame of YouTube or in a frame of uh, 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 Google that could relate to when my computers are at that location. I had to put them there because I'm getting evicted and I didn't have nowhere. I didn't want nobody to take my computers because when they put my storages up for auction, they say that I didn't have nobody to talk to because when they say that Kobe died, they were trying to make me fear them because they claimed that the 15th was also in Virginia, and then the age 33 was also after 2020, when there might have been an event of that will relate to us 2017 and the 2024 versus two basketball events related to 2004 and then Curry, Colorado at the end because there might be like a Malcolm X and then there might be like a Brennerman in the arrangement. It was something about a lane XX August or XX organization in a box from a different side, and then elementary and kindergarten versus university in the order of a pattern with the basketball, and then added a 33 and a 24/7. And if I put them in an arrangement, one before this purple box was in the same as the Mint Mobile, one before the Switch box red in my black shoes that I was wearing, and then when the potato chips was halfway in the bag, and before. I had these two boxes versus the Indian Center. When I returned, I imagined it when I was down there, and then somehow when I have my apartment, I need someone to talk to because the lease, because they claim that the lady is trying to evict me because she's trying to get a lawyer off of me, saying that I can't prove the difference of yesterday when I got this out of here. I ate a brownie. I ate a cookie, and there was a big red slushy. I ate some of it, and then I think there was one more item that I ate yesterday because when I woke up in the 14th, I had like a breakthrough, and then but the main was when I put my computer there, and then today I also laid down for a while, and something in the video it might be like these Pringles were in this box before these chips. Potato chips says the nice ones. It says the nice one there, and I've been eating like pretty bad recently. And I guess when people were complaining saying I didn't have no money, I couldn't afford food, I couldn't pay for rent because they were saying that when they put me in the courtroom, they were saying that I can't pay for. I couldn't. They tried to put my thing on hold because they ignored me, and then now I can't. pay for rent and food because my money goes away really fast because they try to raise the rent out of nowhere and enter my apartment with the key because they say that they're falsely reporting me to police who try to tell people that when they locked me in the psych hospital, they're trying to tell people that I didn't have human rights because they claimed they were trying to get the best of me with their families. And that's why when I released this video, there's other videos that I release on my computers, and I don't want nobody to touch my computers. Just because I put my computers in a place for safety doesn't mean that if someone gets on my computers, it took me a long time to build my business. After yesterday, I posted the link on Google Documents, and I put a lot of lines. So when I put something, I mentioned I typed up Kobe and I typed up something else on the search bar because things could definitely be arranged in a certain way that could relate to the 14th was yesterday, and it was a 14th in the 8th month, and then the 3 would relate to phonetic of the 3 patterns of like a 14 and a 12, 8 inside of an end of 28 going backwards to the 8th month. So I guess the 3-3 will be combined after August, after the championship and after the Olympic end, and then it would mean something else. When yesterday the cicadas were there for the first time, they come after every 4 years, just like 2017 before my Acea tablet was before my other devices were in an arrangement of whatever I can remember on the stairs, whatever I can remember when I walked to the Chase Bank and stood there the second time after I placed the thing, and whatever arrangement of this stuff that was here when I was dreaming already, and this that I placed up here in a certain way when I drank my thing backwards because there was the similarity between this water bottle and then the one that is in the kitchen that I drank for is the same shape. And then this chip bag, and then the one that was already in the Nintendo Switch box because it was black like my shoes. And then, it was black like my shoes. And then the other pieces were red like my shirt I was wearing. The blue was like something about my maroon shirt and my navy shirt that were from different places before my post on YouTube read. And then I guess like the black and blue versus the red, the small blue garbage and the small black garbage and then the big blue garbage. And then when I sat on the thing, and it reminded me of when they put the the writing on the sign on the door, and it reminded me of when they already locked me in 2014 before things that had already happened before my revelation on Wednesday, which will be a progression in the same month of Thursday, because I could also rise to the 911 mass and then the 711 internal of what could be the season change of the last 4 years, and the last 2 years would be a pattern of sometimes I can lock big patterns with the 33 inside of that day of the 14th, where it could mean something different after the 15th, because there could already be 1,000 days before 1,000 days ago, before the millennium and kindergarten, mentioned before a university after maybe like a football field or and pattern, which could really mean if you put a Nintendo Switch, the boot might fit if I could see one more thing that happened because I didn't go outside for a long time, and I just so happened to get my Pepper phone yesterday on the 14th, and just so happened to put my computers in the same day because today could be like the 2015 to 2022, but that could be still yet to come after my videos posted might have an arrangement of when they were uploaded and then my blogger file, and I should have some things on my computer that might have a list of my information that might have certain files from my birthday before 12, 14, large slurpees before the 14th, and then whatever relationship to the Aldi food that I ate two chicken pieces yesterday after the night before, and then it could relate to uh, a certain connection of when I had the tape. I said, let me use it for a certain way because I guess when I used the tape, it was a certain way that this is the one that I put over there from the other day, and then I guess that when I was making my files in these rooms, it was the latest thing about the room would be the train. It was my first walk from the train, flipped upside down from last Sunday. So this was going. It was a perfect seven. So it was the second Sunday of yesterday was Wednesday of the train flipped around after a green hoodie walk was before something was mentioned about a lane tech and all of the streets. Something about Western was bigger than Wilson sideways, and Wilson was vertical more than Western at a time that they say that when I returned from 2016, something may have been a holiday before 4 years could relate to inside a box versus 4 days, 4 letters in a word. There would be an alpha letter, an alpha numeral, and then there would be one more ace couture, ace, ace, ace inside of one more connection inside of Wednesday, inside of the 8 letter August, or Wednesday inside of 4 weeks, or 7 days in a decade, or 4 days in a week, which would be something about ace, ace, ace outside of August with 8 letters versus the start of phonics, which will relate to language. That could really be a combination of a lot of numerals because I didn't mention an alpha numeral in the calendar versus the keypad can mean any type of information system that might relate to an arrangement of data that could be a collection of indexes and appendixes of different forms of lists because I made my cradle. So on my Chrome, there are two files that I created, something about Schindler's List and 7-Eleven that would relate to one more file that would be a unique file to that Chrome that I transferred my stuff from my I transfer my stuff from my file. I transfer my stuff from my file from my Mint Mobile after this phone died when my data didn't save. It could be like a 20-minute deleted video recently.